Hi guys, it's been indeed a while. So yeah, I was busy from the past year about school because I'm a college student and also procuring to my health and whatnot. So here are my pictures or highlights that had happened for the past year. Yes, been busy, been doing a lot of things that involves of academics. So yeah, get to it then for today's video. Yep, that's a lot. So here are my orders from the past few months. This one is from the IG sellers, and some are in a Facebook sellers and marketplace and of such. And some I ordered from various websites such as eBay, and most of them are secondhand and alternative bricks or fake Lego. So yeah. Let's start with the big one right from the get-go. It is a knockoff from the Lego Castle series. The reason why I bought it because it resembles some pieces that is familiar to me, and it can be used for my Lego Castle mock in the near future because the bricks, weapons, and also the minifigs. It can be a guard post, watchtower, and a small outpost. And of course, I opened it, and the parts are already integrated and arranged in my various bins and containers. And also, I constructed a four-wheeled cannon, and among the three are the minifigures that included. One was a king riding his horse, and followed by his two trusty guards or soldiers. The disadvantage of purchasing these sorts of third-party sets is that they are made of low-quality plastic and other materials, and they appear to shatter quickly due to the soft plastic and the materials they use. Even with the back cracks and the small pressure, luckily I had this spare torso in my collection and it now appears normal. Next is also an obvious one, which was a little preview from earlier. Moreover, it had a fantasy feel to it, and for the same reason as the previous one, and it included some Warcraft gaming elements. I purchased it because I like it, even if I also buy other branded Legos or boot Legos. It brought back some memories of mine of playing Reign of Chaos and the Frozen Throne, so I don't mind. It even has extra sets on the back that I will buy eventually. I leave this one for another video. Next one is one of my all-time favorite Lego lines, and which was unfortunately discontinued, the Lego Nexo Knights. I just found this on sale and price friendly for me to pick it up. It is labeled as the Night Cycle, a fine addition to my growing collection of Nexo Knights, and I'll save this one on the next video too. Next is the Guard Tower. It's a mini build, a basic one, as it includes one minifigure. I got this on a Facebook marketplace and I found it cheap. The seller and I went back and forth and had a small conversation about it and why she listed it and whatnot. The small build has a small drawbridge mechanism for entering and exiting the small tower. The guard is equipped with a heavy silver crossbow with a unique design on a quiver. Moving on, we got two custom minifigures. One is a Roman gladiator and the other is Valkyrie from Marvel. I just bought it for the weapons and accessories. I'll leave them as it is and integrate them in my future mock. Next is the bootleg of minifigures from the Lego Nexo Knights. I bought them for the shields and weapons temporarily for my Nexo Knight collection. I'll just dispose of the bodies as extra pieces to my collection. Next are the Nexo Knights rock monsters. One riding a monster cart and the other a heavy infantry soldier. Let's take a look at the monster cart. The build was okay and the pieces are basic and much in contrast with its colors. I like the small detail of the eyes as it is a transparent yellow and the spikes. And going back again to the rock monsters, it doesn't have a gray stone like texture, just a contrast of blue and navy, but I don't have any issues with it. Cool weapons on each of them. Overall, it is a good small set with cool minifigs. I like it.
Next is also from the LEGO Nexo Knights line, a custom-built flyer for Lance Richmond. Next is somewhat a launcher or a ballista type with a Nexo Royal Guard with an old Viking sword. I got this also from a Facebook marketplace. Moving on to the minifigures, Lance is missing his chest piece. I got one as an extra in my minifigure accessory, and he is equipped with two white stud shooter and not a accurate head for the royal guard with his old Viking sword. Let's get to the small builds. The flyer and the ballista launcher. It seems to me it is a custom built by the seller. Maybe I'll just disassemble it and the pieces and bricks will just integrate them into my collection. Also the accessories. And Lance is the second to last minifigure to complete my 5 Nexo Knights protagonists in my collection. The Royal Guard was the icing on the cake. The next thing I got is the Evil Dwarf, a minifigure from Series 5. Not only one but 3. Kinda pricey for me to get them, but the situation is that I gotta buy them now or just wait for another chance or the opportunity to get them again. Next is these custom minifigures. I bought this on Shopee, which was $1 a piece to buy, even though it is a custom minifigure. I still bought it because of the cool details and armor. The contrast of characters' faces and status, and the other one is a Templar. Even the side to back, the particulars, the details, the armor, and the different types of capes. Even the design was too cool. The Crown King is definitely my favorite. Also, it is a nice addition that this group to my collection. Moving on is also a knockoff copy from the LEGO Castle series, a battle pack, composed of 5 minifigures and 3 horses. Occasionally, these outside firms that replicate LEGO captivate me with their appealing products, may it be their minifigures and pieces. Going back, the battle pack has 3 knights, each riding a horse. 2 riders have a lion banner, and the other 2 is a foot soldier or an infantry. Also from the Knight series, a LEGO Castle knockoff. This particular set or group has a small build in each minifig set. Seemingly, each has its unique look. First, there's a sailor with his saber blade and a soldier who signals his fellow soldier with his tiny banner and his tiny horn to warn them. The second one is the soldier with a crossbow attached to a small ferry boat. The third one is the medieval flamethrower, or the flamethrower, attached with a sword and a blue banner on the side. The fourth one is what I'm familiar with. I see the resemblance on the LEGO Castle set from the 2013, specifically on the forest ambush. The only difference is that there are no 4 minifigures, just one with a chest full of gold coins and gems, with different colors of the pieces that are used and from the original that LEGO made. Still, I bought it and not knowingly, then realized it later on that it looks so similar. It's good now that everything is together, but I would rather do that some of these small builds will be disassembled and the parts and accessories will be arranged and integrated to my collection. My intention to these minifigures is to utilize them as a cannon fodder in my army eventually. Moving on, we have the same also knockoff copy of the LEGO Castle series, but this one has red chevrons and a falcon/eagle sigil on their torso details. As you can see, there are some builds that are copied from the LEGO Fright Knights. The first small set is this, an archery practice. A basic build with common pieces aside from the special flat tile piece, which is a printed piece, and a minifigure is equipped with a bow and a quiver. The second small set is the ferry boat, a simple boat with a flag with a color of blue and black as a motif. The minifigure is equipped with a cloud head saber, with a carried keg filled with gold. The third one is the straight replicate with slight alterations and components of the crossbow cart from the LEGO Fright Knights line. Just a different color schemes with silver and black, whereas the Fright Knights have a combination of brown, yellow, and red. The fourth and last tiny set is this cart, which theoretically shoots two silver arrows, but it doesn't do so. It features two bats that are on display. Next are the mounted knights from the diverse LEGO Castle faction. From popular to retired, I acquired it from various sellers, including the Fright Knight, which is from the series minifigure, and others are retired and newly custom horse bardings from the Red Lion Knight, Black Falcon Knight, a tournament knight known as the Raven Knight, and revived Crusaders or the Lion Knights. The next thing that I purchased and have been building for over a year is this little squad of LEGO Gold Crown Knights. They are led by a leader that I made myself, which is custom, and a heavy plated gold knight brandishing a gold halberd and serves as his second in command. Moving on to the next LEGO Castle line that I missed as a kid because I got carried away with the Legends of Chima. Anyway, from the LEGO Kingdoms back in 2010, I was fortunate to collect 11 minifigures with an extra 2 saved in my minifigure tub. I plan to expand this faction in the future to come. Now, I'll just be grateful to have this as a memory of my past. Now, the biggest molded minifigure that I accumulated in this haul is the LEGO Rancor from the Star Wars. The design of this figure is an absolute beast. It stands wildly in color and as it is in appearance. The mouth is big enough to fit a minifigure inside, and the arms can articulate. I bought this with an interest in my fantasy world that I'll integrate into my upcoming mock. The second to last haul to show you is the LEGO Nexo Knights Axel's Battle Suit. It has a futuristic tech and at the same time a medieval look, and I like it. The number of pieces, the quality, and the price at which I purchased them are reasonable for me to buy, and it has satisfied me. Now that Axel is the last of my 5 Nexo Knights protagonists missing, I regret not receiving his shield and axe as his accessory, though it was mentioned by the seller. Still, I got Axel and I completed it. I've saved the best for last, my Black Falcon army. I started purchasing and accumulating them a few years ago in 2022. I began outfitting them with weapons and accessories, giving some of them designated units. Of course, I have the king to command his army and his guard, which consists of 4 heavy knights. The heavy sword infantry is stationed next to them, equipped with 2 different types of shoulder armor for mobility, or shoulder pads. The 2 heavy short swordsmen are in front of the 4 spearmen, who are the ordinary infantry, and they are behind of the king and his guard. I have 4 crossbowmen in this column area, and a squad of additional light infantry is in the front, guarding the bannermen. And again on the back, I have 3 bowmen and a leader with a face helm with a black feather plume. The final group consists of 3 strong battle axe soldiers, who are dangerous despite their diminutive size. Sooner or later, I'll create another video all about the armies from the LEGO Castle in my collection, so stay tuned for that. And finally, here's a look at everything that I showed you, which is a combination of everything. Honestly, it appears strange to most people, but I don't mind. Even if LEGO is becoming more and more expensive by the day, the lot includes from range of lines from LEGO, Bootleggo, and other third-party LEGO companies, even alternative LEGO. My favorite part of my haul was the LEGO Castle Mounted Knights and the various LEGO Castle armies. They boosted my minifigure display and added some unique and common pieces to my collection. I'll keep looking for more LEGO sets and Nexo Knights as well as Legends of Chima. That's about it. Thank you for watching, and if you guys managed to stick around till the end, thanks. I appreciate it. Till next time. See ya.